Now, we are going to start the discussion about Middle East. The Middle East has many countries with its own pre-Islamic culture and history. Our first country is Arabia before Islam. When we look at the Islamic culture and its scriptures, it may have similarities with Christianity and Judaism. But no one ever can think Islam originated from Sanatan Satya or Vedic cultures. I mean, it is just not visible to us, right? Well, let us see what mysteries history holds about the Middle East and Islamic world. What is so special about the Arabian world? Arab is the place where Islam originated. Was the very core of Islam also originated from Sanatan Satya? If we can manage to answer these two questions, we can literally end the mighty forceful hatred of Islam and its radicalistic ideology from the world and from the people too. I may get all the hatred of radical Muslims and even get targeted, but still, I repeat, still the fact will never change that this is going to be the end of the Muslims trying to show Islam as the ultimate truth, which itself has originated from Sanatan Satya but got corrupted by the curses of Kali Yuga. Just watch with patience till the end. First, let us look at some similarities between Sanskrit and Arabic. The sequence goes like this: Sanskrit, Arabic, English, Sagwan, Saj, teakwood, Vish, Beish, poison, Anusari, Ansari, follower, Shishya, Sheikh, disciple, Mrityu, Maut, death, Praga Amba, Paigambar, one from heaven, Maleen, Malone, dirty, Apati, Afat, misfortune, Karpas, Kafas, cotton, Karpur, Kafir, Camphor, Pramukh, Burmak, chief, Aldi Sazan, Shani, Saturn, Al-Ozi or Oza, Urja, divine energy, Al-Sharak, Shukra, Venus, Kabar, Kubeir, god of wealth, Dar, Indra, king of gods, Duashara, Deveshwar, lord of the gods, Habal, Bahubali, lord of strength, Madan, god of love, Manav, Manu, first man, Manit, Somnath, Lord Shiv, Obods, Bhudev, earth, Reza, Rajesh, king of kings, Sad, Siddhi, god of luck, Ser, Shri, goddess of wealth, Sikya, Shakra, Indra, Savara, Ishwar, god, Yauk, Yaksha, divine being, Wad, Budh, Mercury. Since we already know Hindi, Urdu, or even Arabic are very related languages, it's just the difference in accent and grammar. So let us proceed further and cover more evidence. Vedic Hinduism influence in pre-Islamic Arabia. Though there are many proofs found by modern archaeologists that pre-Islamic Arabia used to follow Vedic religion, many try to deny it. The photo above shows an Arab sheikh's wife in Bosha, veil having a U-shaped vermilion mark on her forehead. Such marks were found in old pictures of Australian bushmen, Egyptian rulers, pyramid architects etc. This Vishnu devotee caste can be seen on the forehead of many carvings. These U-shaped Vaishnav marks can be found among staunch followers of Vishnu or his avatars, incarnations like Ram, Krishna etc. even today in India. This picture is published in the Bible Dictionary and also in Long Missing Links, or The Marvelous Discoveries About the Ions, Jesus Christ and Allah, by Vaduvu K. Duraiswamy Iyengar, 1931. A reference to King Vikramaditya comes in an inscription found in the Kaaba in Mecca. The text of the inscription, found inscribed on a gold dish hung inside the Kaaba shrine, is said to have recorded in a volume known as Sayar-ol-Okul, meaning memorable words, treasured in the Maktab-e-Sultaniya library in Istanbul, Turkey. Itrashify Santu Ibikramatul Fahalamin Karimun Yatafihavio Sasaru Bihilahaya Samani Ella Motakabaran Sihilaha Yuri Quidmin Hova Yapakara Fajjal Asari Nahon Osaram Bejehaling. Yundan Glaban Kajan Balnaya Hoyaha Sadunya Kanate Netifi Bejehalan Atadari Bilimasar 18 Fake Tasabu Kunyeha Majekaral Hadawalado. As Miman Burukan Toluho Watastadu Rihilaya Kajibemana Balay Kolk Amarena Fenya Jonabilamari Bikramatam, Sire Ol Okol, PG. 315. Translation: Fortunate are those who were born and lived during King Vikramaditya's reign. He was a noble, generous, dutiful ruler, devoted to the welfare of his subjects. But at that time we Arabs, oblivious of God, were lost in sensual pleasures. Plotting and torture were rampant. The darkness of ignorance had enveloped our country. Like the lamb struggling for her life in the cruel paws of a wolf, we Arabs were caught up in ignorance. The entire country was enveloped in a darkness so intense as on a new moon night. But the present dawn and pleasant sunshine of education is the result of the favor of the noble King Vikramaditya, whose benevolent supervision did not lose sight of us, foreigners as we were. He spread his sacred religion amongst us and sent scholars whose brilliance shone like that of the sun from his country to ours. These scholars and preceptors, through whose benevolence we were once again made cognizant of the presence of God, introduced to his sacred existence and put on the road of truth, had come to our country to preach their religion and impart education at King Vikramaditya's behest. This is written by Jiram Bintoy, who lived 165 years before the Prophet Muhammad. There is also a story in Bhavishya Purana about Vikramaditya traveling to the Arabian desert. Goddess Saraswati and sun, star, plus moon symbol used in pre-Islamic Arabia. This is an idol of Vedic goddess Saraswati using swan as a carrier. Saraswati is depicted in the same way among all Vedic descriptions and images. She is assumed to be a goddess of knowledge and education. This idol was found in Arabia and dates back to pre-Islamic days in that region. This is now displayed in the British Museum. Multi-armed deity found on cover of Persian book. This photo is found on the cover of a 13th century book written by Persian author Abu Jafar Muhammad Nasir al-Din al-Tusi, 1201-1274. A multi-armed deity, holding a book or Vedas, an axe, drum, bunch of incense sticks, a lotus bud and a mouse, and the hexagonal platform on which he sits, certainly shows the Vedic influence. This deity looks like Brahma, the creator god described in Vedas. It is now displayed in the Egyptian National Library, Cairo. Vedic brass lamp found in Saudi Arabia. A typical ancient Vedic brass lamp from Saudi Arabia. Again, it is a sign of the Vedic influence that was and still is found in the Middle East and Arabia. Such lamps are still used in India today in temples and houses. Stories of Aladdin and his lamp come from ancient Vedic India, although many give credit to Arabia. Use of Vedic symbols in Islam. The British Museum, London, has this inscription tablet from pre-Islamic Arabia. The crescent and sun on top relate to the Vedic dictum, Yavachandra Divakarau, which signifies that the gift mentioned in the inscription should last as long as the sun and moon. This crescent and sun is a Vedic symbol, which still can be seen in use on the flags which adorn the top of the temple of Lord Jagannatha in Jagannatha Puri, as well as on coins in Hindu Nepal. This symbol is in reference to the idea that it is Lord Vishnu who is the source of the light for the sun and the moon. Thus, the symbol, which also adorns Islamic flags, with moon and star on it, shows its Vedic influence. What is the truth about Shiva Linga in Mecca? Reality or misinformation? When you read Skandapuran, it is clearly mentioned, when Aud Rishi completed his tapasya in a certain region. From then that region was being called Arab. And as per wishes of all Rishi, Lord Shiva decided to stay in that land in the form of a lingam in the temple. Also, they are advised to wear seamless white cloth around the waist and wrap another one around their torso, across their shoulder. This is how Vedic priests dress while performing rituals in temples. Few South Indian temples impose strict rules on visitors to follow the same dress code for men while they enter the temple. The Kaaba stone is another controversy, as few believe that it was Shivalinga, broken into pieces and held together by silver framing. Muslims circumambulate the Kaaba counterclockwise 7 times, just like Vedic religion followers do it in temples. There is also a belief that Kaaba stone is Sivalinga, and the word Kaaba is derived from Kapaleshwara temple in Chennai. Even the family of Muhammad was from the idol makers. The Kaaba had 360 idols of Vedic gods. Many Muslims may claim that the idol worship was a Satan process which was abolished by Muhammad. And the God inside Mecca is our true depiction of God, Allah. But is it the truth? See, I already know there are some cringe Indian content creators who have made such videos regarding that there is Shivlind in Mecca. And if you put Ganga water in there, Lord Shiva will arise and whatnot. Trust me, there are thousands of such cringe videos in many countries which target both Hindu and Muslim or even Christian community. But that is not our concern. What I am trying to communicate here is, no matter how cringe, fake, or even modified information you have been receiving your whole life, it does not change the actual truth. So please, I request all of you to be open towards this information. The rigidness in perspective is real, and it is so rigid that any word I say or any evidence I give will not be digested to the majority of the population. Still, I know there are few people who will accept the truth as it is. So, let us find the truth about the God named Allah.